Coaches, this video we're going to talk about my favorite direct snap beast formations. So we've been running a beast since 2007, pretty much full time. A couple of these formations we've added throughout the years, but I'll go through all of them. The first two are what we ran primarily, and we've had so much success with it, we just added to it. Now, I'm going to go through each formation and kind of how to use them and why we like those formations. But just real quick, the beast formation is great, or any direct snap. We just call it beast. Okay, so my high school coach called it. When I played it, and I used the same terminology when I started coaching. So why we like the beast is because it's a direct snap. It's easy. It's great in any weather. It's great because you're eliminating the quarterback. Because once the quarterback hands the ball off, he's done with the play. So when you're direct snapping to your back, you get an extra blocker at the point of attack. Yeah, there's misdirections and still handoffs in it, which I'll show you some of that stuff here. But it basically, direct snap to your best player, load up one side and just go. It's a very difficult, and all these formations are very difficult to align to. So that's a big reason why we like the beast. But here's our base beast formation. Okay, we're gonna go double tight end. Let me move this tight end up. Okay, we go double tight ends with an H and a wing here. Okay, got these guys on even. Sorry. All right, so we got double tight end. We got an H back, two wings, single wing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you could have a fullback, a sniffer if he was closer or whatever. But we call it an H. Okay, we have our H, our wing, and our tailback. Okay, and then obviously this will be a quarterback. If you have a mobile quarterback, you could just use him. What I like about this formation is that you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers at the point of attack. You could even pull a backside guard and run power. Okay, but we like power out of this. Okay, we'll run power without the pull, so it's maybe a lot of you guys will think it's Zua, but we don't need to pull because we're already unbalanced. You could still pull and wrap this kid if you want. Still have this kid cheat in and have him kick out. You could have this guy insert and then have him wrap. But this is a great formation because it's balanced too. Teams can't overshift to the B side here because you still have a three-man surface here. This is double tight ends. Obviously, the strength of the formation is this side, but it's also pretty strong to the opposite side because you could run GH counter to the tailback. You pull a guard, pull this. You could formation shift this. You could hand off coming back this way. So you still have a three-man surface on each side. So it's really, you can't overshift to the beast. And then when teams don't overshift or really shift at all to this, you just keep pounding it. And then once they do, you just go away from it. And then obviously, you have a bunch of options for pass plays. Tight ends are eligible. All these kids are eligible. So, there's a lot of combinations, passing combinations and route concepts off of play action that you can implement. So very simple formation, best snap to our best player, and we go. We also like to sneak some minimum play kids in opposite sometimes. Okay, in our league, every kid has to play 4 plays, so minimum of 4 plays. So sometimes we'll sneak our minimum play kids this way and go this way. We'll get 2 or 3 plays out of that alone before the defense even notices. So great formation. Attack both sides. Beast balance. Okay, obviously the strength here with the tailback offset is this side, but you have a 3-man line surface here and you got 2 wings. Why is this tight end not even? There we go. Wing back either. But yeah, you could attack both sides evenly. It really, again, this is for teams that overshift to our strength, so we balance them up and make them have to defend both sides. And a lot of times we'll do check with me out of this. So if we have numbers advantage or leverage advantage, or they have a minimum play kid over here, or our 3 are just better than their 2 or 3, then we'll run that way. So a lot of times we'll check with me. If they hear red, we're going power right. Yellow will be power left. Okay. Sometimes we'll put it in somewhat of a pistol look too, so we could truly get a lead blocker there. But we do like buck this way. We like buck this way. We'll fake it this way to him. Run buck this side. So, long story short, man, they have 2 passing threats on each side. Technically 3 here, so it's 3 by 2 as far as eligible receivers go. So you got a lot of passing options here too. It's just a balanced formation, and you could run your power, your buck, your ISOs, anything out of this. So this is a great formation that we've been doing for a while. You know, the base beast formation and our beast balance were by far our two best formations. This formation, more of a spread look, because sometimes you just got to spread the field. All right. And then a big misconception is when you hear spread, coaches think it's pass. We're spreading the field to be able to run the football, to lighten up the box, and then basically create alignment conflict. So this is our B spread right. We'll always keep a three-man surface to the strong side of our formation. Okay, we'll go tackle over here. We call it B spread right. And our left tackle goes to the right. If it's B spread left, our right tackle lines up here. So it's basically tackle over. That's all this is. So we got a guard, tackle, tackle. So we got a very strong run surface here. Got our H back here. Got our tight end to the backside. So tight end's eligible. A lot of times teams don't notice that, so you could sneak him out. But he's eligible. So something to keep in mind. You know, when we bump our wing out, okay, that pulls an outside linebacker or a safety out. So we're going to pull one defender from inside this box here. And if they don't, we could just check to now. We have a call where if they don't respect our twins, we just go this, like now. And then we turn, we throw to a W, and we got 2-on-1 in space. So that's always a nice option too. But there's a really nasty formation to align to. Okay, it's, you know, you could get all kinds of plays out of this, man. You run power, you could run ISO, you could run lead sweep. You could come back this side, pull guards, pull the H, run back this side. So even though like the strength of the formation is clear here, the defense really needs to shift to this. If they don't, you're gonna absolutely kill them. But again, you could always go to the backside or to the weak side rather. So this is a great formation that we added. I think in 2021 was the first year we ran this, where we really expanded our beast, you know, beyond our beast formation, beast right, beast left, and then our beast balance. So this is something we added fairly recently, and I have a lot of game film too that we'll probably upload at some point soon, or there may even be some in the game on our YouTube of us running buck and power out of this. It's really nasty. So this is, guys, if I was to recommend any formation, man, do the beast formation, beast right, beast left, the first thing I showed you, and then add this. Have a spread look to it, man. You know, to pull these guys out of the box, and if they don't, you just attack the perimeter. So great formation. Very rarely do defense line up properly against it. Beast tank. This is a formation we like too. And guys, we go 2-foot splits. A lot of teams. This is pretty much essentially a single wing. You know, direct snap. It's in that whole direct snap offense family. We like to go 2-foot splits. Okay, but you could go 1-foot split or foot to foot. A lot of coaches do, so there's no seams, no gaps that defense can shoot. It's whatever works for your team. We like going 2-foot splits because it actually helps create natural running lanes inside. Gives us room and we're not kind of running into a wall. And it's very good for us because we are very much undersized. So, you know, when we go a little bit wider splits, it'll kind of create blocking angles and room for our back. So it creates natural running lanes inside when you go 2-foot splits. But what we like out of this, we call this beast tank. Beast tank right, beast tank left. These guys would be to the left. All right, so what we like to do out of this is power or blast. I guess you more so you call it blast. We call it power. I mean, yeah, there's no backside guard pulling, but we're still getting double teams on the kick out at the point of attack. And there's the only reason why we're not pulling is because we already have 3 guys over here. So there's no need to pull and risk, you know, penetration on the backside A gap ruining the play. You could very well still just pull and wrap and get a 4th guy out here. You really can. We don't, but you definitely can. What we like out of this formation is we'll just double. We'll get a double on a nose. We'll get a double on the D tackle. We'll kick this kid out. We'll insert and we'll insert. He'll go to Mike. He'll go to outside linebacker, and we'll kick this kid out with him. Then we should get a running back. This is a tricky formation to align to because this is clearly the strength, right? So the you know, the formation is unbalanced to this side. However, just like beast balance and a regular beast formation, beast right, beast left, this isn't an unbalanced line. There's a 3-man surface to each side. So as far as the line, players on the line goes, this is a balanced formation. The backfield is what is unbalanced. That's what a lot of guys get all confused about. Yes, this is unbalanced, and you probably could consider them linemen since they're right up there. But technically, this is an unbalanced backfield, meaning three ineligible players are to the three eligible players are to the right and none to the left. So, a lot of teams will overshift their first level here and they'll be weak on the first level here, and we could come back this way. So, this is another nasty formation. Again, we like double teams at the point of attack. And we just insert and kick out here, and then, it's easy money. These formations are great for any age level. Particularly the young levels, it's great. I mean, we run it all the way up to 8th grade. The last couple of years, I haven't coached anything lower than like 6th grade, just because that's where they put me, and I just kind of stay, work up from there. But yeah, man, this is a great offense for any age of youth football. You see us gutting teams at our 8th grade level with it. All right, here's a beast heavy formation. We call this heavy right. Okay, it's basically, again, it's tackle over. All right, we're moving our tackle over to heavy here. If we go heavy left, our right tackle would be outside of the left tackle. Technically, um, this kid's eligible again, as I said, so keep that in mind. So just heavy right, bring our left tackle over. Heavy left would bring our right tackle over. It's great formation because now it creates an unbalanced line. Now this is, from a defensive standpoint, this is what we would call loaded, meaning that there's an unbalanced line and an unbalanced backfield. So that's loaded for us. They're not an unbalanced line. It's not an unbalanced backfield. It's both. It's an unbalanced line and an unbalanced backfield. So for us, our call would be a loaded call. We would have to over to this, basically shift their whole defense over to this. Okay, so just to match numbers. But this is great because you got a 1, 2, 3, 4-man blocking surface here. So it's nasty. You're going to see, even if they shift, you're going to see seams. There's going to be gaps. When you put 4 linemen to one side, technically he's a tight end, but he's on the line of scrimmage, right? So let's say you have 4 blockers here. I'll use blockers. They're not going to line properly. How to defend and align properly to this beast formation stuff is probably another video we should do. But going 4-man line, it's nasty. It's a really nasty change up to the regular beast stuff. So you get a 4-man blocking surface. We love ISO out of this because they're usually, say the nose is here, he'll be here. We'll get C-gap ISO. Okay, we'll get wide ISO here. We could get power. There's going to be a gap somewhere here. If we got an A gap that has, a big gap, we'll call alpha. That'll be A gap ISO. Say we have a gap between the B, we'll go B gap ISO, or we'll go B gap power. So, when you line up a 4-man surface to the right, a lot of teams won't shift to this properly. And again, even if they do, you still have 3 backfield players here, not counting the direct snap player, that we could come back and hit the other side. So these are great formations, guys, that could be used on any age level of youth football. For a lot of years, honestly, you guys know we're a big wing T team, jet sweep, buck, things like that, trap, all the good old wing T stuff. But man, year in and year out, this has been probably our best stuff consistently. That and jet sweep's been great. But this is most consistent. It doesn't take, if I have a new team, this is one of the last things we install before we actually play a game because it's easy. We're going to run power out of our wing T. We're going to run GH counter out of our wing T. We're going to run trap ISO out of our wing T. So the only difference for them is they're giving them a new formation. We're not running any new run concepts out of this. We're running the same plays. We're just doing it out of like 8 different formations.